Hello, welcome all. Welcome, Sammy. Tonight it's time for a weird trip once again. And last time I played a pretty recent and really good-looking Humanity fan game in Dream Genie. So this time I'm gonna play an older and let's say more unique and rough-looking fan game. But I've seen many people mention this as their #1 favorite, and it's meh. Hopefully it won't be a meh experience. You can hear it, but you can't see it yet. Hello, Expand. I think this music already captures like the game's sort of like rougher aesthetic. But yeah, I hope this will be my favorite too. Let's take this background that I've been using for years. It just works. And just like Dream Genie, which was Chinese, this is also a non-Japanese fan game. But I don't know where this is made. I think this was released in English first. What's an Isosapien? I think it's a Sapien. Nowadays that creation, by the way, creator, is known as Spectrum W. And they still create games and art. Like indie game from the last year called Atomic Owl. The art was made by this same creator, who released this in 2011 first, and then in I think 2013 as like a finished version, even though this is called like 0.0.5, you know, as in version number. And the same creators also made Baseball Super Quiz art in 2020, and 2 Toontown servers, including Operation Desert Storm, like desert, like, you know. And then another Humanity fan game called Somnium, which I haven't heard of. And is currently working on 2 indie games. So this is made by a still active developer. But yeah, this is meh or me. I think that's kind of clever. I think she has an eye picture on her shirt. And the #1 meaning for meh in this is I would say I, because it's also shown in the title screen. So even though this is not Japanese, it's made by a certified weeb. A huge roll of paper. That's kind of far from the toilet, and it's also a huge toilet. But I have to say that I appreciate this game's like very handmade look. Even though it's not as aesthetically I don't know, like polished as like Dream Genie, for example, or even Humanity. Music stands out. And go out. No skeletons in the closet. Early horror classic kind of feel. I think there's gonna be some horror elements in this. I think one thing that made Dream Genie feel a little bit like it didn't leave a huge impact on me, because it lacked that sort of like gruesome quality of bad dreams. Like the water in the kitchen, yeah, very convenient. Let's check the computer. Oh, this is pretty good computer music. Sounds just like a PC. Any mail? This is like an old Japanese like interface, internet interface, where every page has its own music. Like Square Enix tried to make one with Play Online. Like it would be a way for people to use internet with. And it had like email and other stuff included. I don't think it really like it was a hit even back then, but it's still used to launch Final Fantasy XI, and you can enjoy those like old school internet feels. Also, I don't know how to leave this window. There's a really small X here, but okay, I got out. Let's try the game later. I want to go exploring. It's really empty here. I don't know how to download this background. Maybe you could like rip it here, take a screenshot and do something with it. I don't think I'm dreaming. No. this huge speaker. Yeah, it looks like a gigantic sound system. Oh, and it is what brings you to a distorted version of your room. This is using some very like Kid Pix graphical effects. Computer's just a bit displaced. Or just like Photoshop tools. Like Liquify or whatever there is. Okay, so that brings you to the Nexus. I think the implication is that Meh is listening to music while getting into a trance of some sort. Well, this door stands out very loudly, so I'm gonna ignore it and start here. Yeah, some deviation from norm. I think overall, my assessment is that Humanity fan games overall are a bit conservative. I would like to see more experimentation with conventions. Because if you want to make like a sort of basic Humanity stuff and even something more out there, I think you can just add Yumetsuki levels. But if you make your whole like own fan game, I think it should have like things of its own. So I was in a dark realm for a moment. Now I'm in a outdoors area. Ureku, what does that even mean? Which mailbox am I? I'm hello, Kaskai. I actually thought for you meh Nikki for a moment, but I went for the aura option. Hello, Nex. My mailbox is this one. Oh, there's a shopkeeper. Let's see if we get the dialogue that that this game, I guess, is famous for. Hello, browse the store. It's very RPG Maker, like standard assets. Yeah, you can be the yellow box, mailing box. That's fine. Is anything wrong? I guess we can't speak. I guess not. So, in Discord we were discussing like how dreamlike is it to have text boxes. I think that's a pretty dreamlike conversation. Radio, 30R. Do I have 30R? I guess not. It seems to be a translation for some game. Most of the text doesn't even make sense. Is that a good translation then? It depends on what the original text was like. That reminds me. I was sort of planning playing something else for this weekend, which is HEDG Demo Day 6-7. But when I looked into it, it doesn't have many games that I haven't played already that I'm interested in playing. So I think I'm gonna wait for the next demo day. But I was surprised to see one game there that used to be an RPG Maker complete nonsense game called Mongol. And now it will seem to be turned into like a horror card battle game. And what stood out to me about Mongol, like it makes barely any sense, like the original version, is that there's like several thousands, I think over 10,000 pages of like, I'm gonna say how it is, like absolute schizo like babble written in a PDF document when you download the game. Yeah, I think the whole point of Mongol is to spread that, I don't know what to call it. You can, let's say you can really tell what the author is troubled with when you read that. Here's a shadow. This is my shadow. ship the next Mario with the full 6 Schizo book, only if it's written by Miyamoto himself. Then I would embrace it. So, okay. I touched my shadow self, and now I'm in a surreal corridor with bloody backs. Music is really fitting for this. There's a gruesome graphics I'm talking about. Whoa. Whoa, no! Murderer! I guess you can die in this one. She looks like a mangled bird. I don't know what that is then. Oh, and now she's like planted in earth in a silly way. Okay, I think I'm having fun so far. Yeah, the screen was really interesting. Like, in a sort of like naivistic way, almost, but I think that was pretty effective. But yeah, no game overs. It's just part of the dream. So I guess we are not going there. I had a really cool dream last night, and I thought that, yeah, I'm gonna tell about this when I play Weird Trip. But I didn't write anything down, and now I've completely forgotten it. So it was all for nothing. Your character kinda reminds me of Porky's brother from Earthbound. What's their name? This character is Meh. You were not asking it, but... Oh, Piki is Porky's brother. I was just about to ask. Like, what was that guy's name? Oh, you had a cool dream minus telling the stream part. Okay. But yeah, I think the lesson is that to remember a dream, you need to write it down. Or at least write something down. Hello and welcome to the fun house. In order to get to the next floor, press that big red orange on your front and your right. Okay, I think I see it. It's just big red orange, not like any object. Then this room will explode. IDK! Oh, this game is random. This message will only play again if you touch the pines. Bye! Maybe it's a little bit lol too. Abby says, I dozed off of work the other night and had a dream. A 3D Homer Simpson came up to my window and stared at me. Alright. Do what dreamers do and make up a story about your dream? No, I want to be, like, completely authentic here. Nothing is made up. Oh, gunshots. Then I'm here, there are even more clicks. And... does look like a fun house. But no ray tracing in these mirrors. I think the music might be the highlight so far in this for me. Once you come in, you can't escape. Yeah, I guess I can't. It's actually not very fun here, I have to say. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion about this place, but... it's get my little brother off the keyboard in a good way. Yeah, I think it has the style. Yeah, no. When I bought my first MIDI keyboard, a couple of days later, I noticed a new song made in GarageBand on my computer, and it was my little brother doing like some sort of freestyle improvisation on the keyboard for like over an hour, just recording all of it. Yeah, this is brainworm music. I think I need to wake up. The first FL Studio project vibe. Yeah, it ends up like this very easily. Or it ends up like you just using a drum machine that you start with. One other thing I read about this is that you need to use effects very often to progress. So I'm assuming that that room needs an effect, but I have none at this point. Let's listen to some more tracks. Oh, your first FL Studio project was 13 drum loops on top of each other. Who is this? Okay, just drink the juice. I mean juice. In this cube world. Okay, I haven't seen a character that takes you to a world in the Nexus. That's a new feature. Not a very major one, but still a new idea. Let's peer into the hole. This guy lives there, and there's eyes. Even the guy has eyes. I think the timer is just like when the dream starts. It's actually a very common feature in Humanity fan games, and even Humanity itself, that you need to wait a couple of seconds before you fall asleep. I like a popular song, but bent? This one? I think this sounds like just like random notes. But it really fits the foot head eye creature. Copying your dance moves? Oh, you get a trademark then. Okay, I think I have seen what this part has offered us. Okay, despite the simple graphics, this is a really interesting visual. Very ominous. And if you look at the game I mentioned from this artist, like that released just last year, that has like professional level art. So I would say like this, like you can see the making of an artist here. It's just that the style is still a bit unrefined. Is that the Aoni? Didn't look that much like Aoni to me. It's a little blue though. I think it has hair, which Aoni doesn't. Yeah, like the guy in really stark shadows in such a bright environment. It's just like we feel strongly wrong. Okay, I'm not really finding anything else here. Maybe I'm gonna look somewhere else. But so far, yeah, I think this has had like a good frequency of finding interesting stuff. This is the colored pencil world, I guess. I just found a almost completely unused pack of colored pencils. That are the cool ones that you can like turn into watercolors when you know, brush them with water. And I made a couple of pictures with them. Like I've been somehow been inspired to draw recently, and I think it's because of AI art. Like it's so easy to generate like a sort of good-looking art now that I think it makes it feel like when you draw something yourself, even if it's not that great, it feels like it has some quality to it. I'm not sure how to explain it. One of these are based somewhat on dreams the creator had, or is just what crazy thing do I put here? I wanted that with every Humanity fan game I played. I have a feeling in this game that these are like maybe based on glimpses of dreams, and this is just based on Humanity. Obviously, he was an AI. That's a interesting take out of that. This is like Humanity's White Desert, but scummier. Yeah, the dialogue boxes seem like they are not rare, but they are not constant either. Erase. There are many things that need to be erased. Yeah, maybe there's more like a sketchbook, especially with the eraser effect. than the White Desert in Yumaniki, but... And do I have an eraser in hand now? I can't erase any of the drawings though. There's a dog that got his mind blown. Here's the food bleed. There seems to be a theme of hands, feet, and eyes in this one. Okay, I guess the effect is what you get from there. Maybe I can now erase something. Back to ploinks. Classic hand, foot, eye fetishist. What if the artist just has a good hand-eye coordination? I don't know how the feet fit there. Ploink step? Yeah, that's what we are hearing now. Maybe I can erase you. Maybe this is the weapon. It is the weapon. The weapon is a eraser. That's... Okay, last game I got an axe. So... I can't really compare them. But I would say this is really inspired. And murderous. And highlights the artificial nature of this dream world. I think maybe more than dreams, this might be about like trying to get inspired while listening to music and like imagining art while doing that. Very specific, but isn't the background for this area the same image that appears in Undertale before you fight Papyrus? Huh? Yeah, I don't know. There is some kind of like fog effect in that part, but I don't remember if it's the same. That would be a like strange reference to have in that game. Oh, you wanna say hello? Oh, there's more of these sunflower heads. And the background is... I think it is a crab. I'm not sure. This feels very like non-violent violence. But I'm erasing whole lives while doing this. That really makes you think, huh? Oh, money. Nice. Xavier Renegade Angel looking ass. I've tried to watch that series a couple of times, but I never can remember anything out of it. It doesn't stay in my brain. It's so fever dreamish. Well, in the wiki there's a notice about this game that there are horror elements in this. So I wouldn't call this like a non-horror game. But yeah, the horror Yumaniki game is LCD Dem. No, not LCD Dem. I mean Dot Flow. And I think Dot Flow is like some Yumaniki fan games blend together for me. But Dot Flow is one that, like, it has such a unique atmosphere that I don't think I would mistake that for any other Yumaniki fan game. And I think this is getting there. But the music just became a little bit more high-pitched. Have you considered that each of these lives you are raising had value? No. But they have monetary value. That's good, right? Oh, it just takes you somewhere else. Was that one you played where you were in areas made of real photographs of abandoned buildings? That was Yumetuki, which is more than just one fan game. It's a expression of infinity, so you can find anything in that game. What did I get? It was not an effect, so I don't know what it was. It was like a Castlevania orb. I guess my health is full now. And that seems to be all there is that area? Very mysterious. Whistling. I wouldn't say Yumetuki only has good things, but it has many things. Would you like to change your menu color? Okay. Blue Handao. Okay. Now it's blue. Menu color changed successfully. Thanks for visiting, miss. Why are the atmospheres? It really shouldn't be a plural. Why does it feel so strange here? Arithmetic default. Yeah, we're going classic. I didn't make any progress on my own game project for a while, but in the recent days, I've actually been... I have actually made some progress. Like the drawings I mentioned, I made them with the intention of being like enemy designs for that game. I don't think I'm gonna use like hand-drawn style enemies, but let that be like concept art. Yeah, I felt the whistling was unsettling too. And now I feel that I have found everything here and should go out. Let's see if I can find my way out. Wait to release it later this year. If I can get my schedule together during summer, like I don't think releasing this year is even that unrealistic. Like it's not supposed to be a huge game. My current project is supposed to be like a 30-minute game that's kind of replayable. Yes, all the colors. Like there are no colors that don't appear here. More orbs. And a Game Boy? I don't know. Maybe I should remove my eraser before I talk to this guy. I think his work, I think it kinda sucks. Yeah, now we don't have a sufferer of any more of his works. Yeah, it was kind of brutal for a noise. Like, none of the other creatures made any noises when they were erased. But this one was in agony for a moment. About my own projects, it's a kind of a fine line when they are on hold and when they're actually progressing. I don't think I'm organized enough to actually ever release a full video game, but I'm gonna keep trying. Nice bass noises in this area. Even my current project would be much more quickly released or finished if I just made tile graphics for the backgrounds. But for some reason I'm stuck with the idea that I'm gonna draw everything by hand, and that is what bogs the whole project down. He said it was a Yume Nikki-like but with dating elements and a deep and dynamic sex-missing game. Okay, I think you have that mix up with some other game. You have the same problem doing that same thing and never getting anywhere? Yeah. Oh, it's Rainbow Road. The music is not what you usually would expect to hear with this. And that sun is as disturbing as the Mario 3 one, but in a different way. I don't think, let's say, I don't know if there are any Yume Nikki fan games with that kind of theming. I'm gonna give you one chance. Oh, look at all these fish. They are here and there and over there and up and down and left and right and a bit tilted. I generally do fish, but not today. After all, I'm on a vacation from Treehouse Fields. Well, there's a lot of fish, so... You know there are? I guess I do. Like, if you look at DL sites, yeah, I'm sure you're gonna find several. He does fish? Yeah, I do fish part of Written Strangely. But I think a little bit of strange writing fits a game like this. Yeah, I think my humanity eye is trained enough to recognize any possible paths. So I felt the rainbow was going to be fun. Be one. And let's see if this leads to the place he mentioned. I mean, imagining that the music is coming from this plant, like this humming. Because they look like instruments of some sort. Yeah, like he's emphasizing that and confirming that he likes fishing. I think that's the meaning of it. But it was still like a kind of an unusual way to write it. So, it's a lot more colorful here. That is what I can say. And there's a ghost dog. Being really weird, especially done for fun. I feel the same. Like, I don't like fishing at all. Like, first of all, I think it's boring. And second, it's like strangely brutal in a way that... Like, I'm not a vegetarian or anything like that, but still, fishing makes me feel bad. I think it would be easier for me to shoot an animal than to fish it. Something about that, like who going through the fish and maybe poking out its eye, which is something I have seen. And then I've heard that when human hands touch a fish, it sort of like breaks apart their slimy skin and leaves them with burn sort of stuff. So even if you release the fish and even if you didn't poke its eye out with the hook, like I think you still like leave the fish in a worse state when you release it. So yeah, I don't enjoy fishing either. I think it's the most metal thing you can do. Why does that make it metal? I don't think metal needs to induce any suffering. And I can't erase his dog. I wanted to hear it like screaming agony. It just says stay silent. That's how they protect themselves in this game. Like they just have any dialogue box and you can't kill them. Smart. Even I have to erase the dog because I'm bored. Yeah, I don't think I can even erase the fish. Okay, I'm kind of thankful that this place is not the labyrinth, because I've been through so many like on-water labyrinths in Humanity fan games that a straight path is kind of welcome. He seems smug. Well, the sun seems very smug. Let's turn it off. I think it needs to learn its lesson. There's also some other emotion going on in the top right sun. Oh no, I think I did turn it off. Nice. Kirby design? Yeah, maybe a bit. At sunset alone again on a Friday night? How pathetic. Usually only Sonic says that to me. I don't know what's going on in the sky. Are those birds? That's a good area for an Uber-like event. Oh shit, that reminds me of my dream! Actually, now I'm starting to remember my cool dream. And the cool part, and the reason why I thought about telling about it here, is that it did have a Yumeniki component. And actually, it did feature Boa. Like in the dream, I was in some kind of like hospital facility, maybe inspired by Resident Evil 9 Requiem, like a place kind of like that, but much more like industrial and huge, and it had like many underground floors that were like museums, and one of those floors was like a real-life Yumeniki you could explore, and it recreated some of the areas of that game in like indoor setting. And I was there with a friend, and we went to Poniko's house, and yeah, that friend didn't know Yumeniki at all, so I was daring him to, hey, do you want to flip the switch? Like maybe something happens. And on the first try, like it was first person, the dream, and I was looking at the switch, and then when the house went dark, I started hearing the ah sound, and yeah, I thought that he got really lucky and got Ubo on the first try. And then the friend just like laughed at the Ubo in the middle, and I was saying like, don't you think that's creepy? Like that's such a weird face, and he just kept laughing. And then we like touched it, and there was a version of the post-Ubua event, but because of the first person, like there was like a huge thing coming at us on the road that kind of resembled the background in the post-Ubua area. And I think I woke up when it reached us. But there was like a chasing component that isn't there originally. I don't remember what my friend's reaction was to that. But I think my thought was that because my friend is not freaking out because of this, like he must be a disturbed individual who has things like this in his mind like all the time. And me, who is a non-disturbed individual, finds it creepy, and something like that. What you saw was actually advertisement for Yumeniki 2 coming up next month. Oh, the Dream advertisement already started? Or only a question of time. This fucking doc still doesn't speak. Oh, disturbed, did I say that? Anyway, let's see what lies here this time. Also, I like that the water's sleeping. Or is the fish sleeping? No, I think the water's sleeping. Just treating your friend differently in real life, now that you know that he's fucked up and evil on the inside. That's not really what I got about it, but it's actually a pretty common dream type to me, where one of my friends is acting like in a really unusual way. Usually like a complete asshole. And I've heard about other people too, that they have dreams like that, where people they know act like really nastily. I don't know what brain function is going or firing off there that cause dreams like that. Or what does that say about me in a psychoanalysis way? Like, am I a distrusting person because I think that my friends are not what they seem? Maybe just overanalyzing it. Yeah, I thought that the effect was kinda janky at first with the colors, but it does look like waves a bit, so it works in that way. Fear that the person you hold dear is only pretending likes you. It's not really that, like, or maybe it is somewhat. Oh, he's leaving now. Two thought bubbles, that's too many for one person. I think I feel sometimes like I have two thought bubbles going at once. No dialogue equals eraser. Maybe. I think I should try. His guard is down, you can execute him. Oh, his guard isn't down. He made sure that even while he's sleeping and smiling like a smug asshole, only asshole smile, he has his guard up. Critical parry. Yeah, with the thought bubble. There's something wrong with these celestial bodies. Okay, after that trip to the Rainbow Road, I now arrive back on Earth. This city. Freaking Joker, I think it was the Joker moon, yeah. What's this? I think it has like photos of teeth. Can't really make out if the background is supposed to be like spikes. Yeah, I don't like how these guys look either. There's another one with a couple of mouths. I think this captures a dream that you don't know if it's disturbing or just strange. Annoying orange visual style. Yeah, the talent to say it is. It is made kind of the same components. What could this be? Anytime I see tops of buildings and brickwork, I think of my favorite video game, Virus Brain. Oh, that's cool. I also had like a Virus Brain adjacent dream recently, which was that the same friend who had made Virus Brain, this is actually sounding really repetitive, but had made like the environment of that game in real life, and you could like actually explore the depressing comic blocks. And it was like full of people, it was really popular. Therapy? I don't think this sounds like what could be the outtake of this? Armin only has dreams of friends creating underground facilities where they replicate video games. First of all, the Virus Brain dream was overground, and second of all, I don't know who created the facility in the last night's dream. An enormous human-looking skull. I wonder how big was the creature whose skull it is displayed. Now you hear the thoughts of the main character for the first time. Pondering the skull. Any other dreams about underground facilities? It's a pretty common thing in dreams for me that I found like an underground part of some building. It's what I'm really drawn towards when I like plan video game levels or even tabletop RPG levels. I like to include like a hidden underground part. It tickles my brain for some reason. A miniature car, now weary and rusted of all this rain. Interesting how much the artist managed to make a rotten car special. I like this for some reason. This is frankly a little too pedestrian for a dreamlike game. I think like the nonchalant descriptions that I've written in like slightly janky English, like kind of fit still. Like, well, yeah, what really does make this car special? I think it's on a pedestal, so I guess that does make it special. It's a lion, is it? In no way I can make this to be a lion. Better main character Resident Evil 8? Well, I liked Ethan in 7, but I think 8's Ethan is a worse version of him. Yeah, I saw some kinda like a Simian 2 there. There was something I skipped. It seemed like it was important. Eyeball. Yeah, that should be the description of it. Okay. Yeah. That's really good. Okay, now we're back in RPG Maker Town. Yeah, that was so like simple but inspired. This is I think this is much cooler than it looks on surface. Like I thought this was gonna be, to be honest, kind of hokey with the simple graphics. But now I have the feeling that the author really knew what they were doing with this one. Okay, just some disconcerting chords here. This is the part where you have been out with your best buddy and the villain attacks your hometown. There's even blood here. You never guess what happened, says the old man. But yeah, this is effective art style. Actually, I don't even think this is standard assets. These are just like sort of high resolution pixel graphics drawn in squares. And I think that's what makes it look like RPG Maker. Okay, I gotta get back to the vending machine. But something is drawing me deeper into the forest. Oh no, I missed the vending machine. More instruments and music. Like this could be a death metal song played with different instruments. Or maybe black metal would be closer. Your distant echo. Thank you, man. Thank you, EA. No, I haven't played Skate in almost 6 months. Yeah, the game's audio is loud, now that I noticed it. I'm sorry for that. It definitely was too loud. Did you see the castle fall at the end of Castlevania? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, this song is louder, but I also had my like sound settings much louder than usual for some reason. OBS changed the style of its sound bars, and I still haven't gotten used to the new vertical style. But I understand why they made the move to change it like that. Because now it's more like actual mixer, which I think most often has vertical bars. Is this killing my head for the surround sound? There is kind of like a stereo component for this. It was horizontal previously, but it was also like presented in a bit of a different way. Like, I don't think the new one is worse. It's just that I was so used to the previous one. And I try to avoid calling something worse just because I'm not used to it. But it is. It's not. What do you like to do? Oh, you can change menu color scheme here too. Let's try some great names. What is 4-way white? It's just white. Why the complex names when it's not anything that complex. X-Strike Black. I took a peek at the author's social media, and they seem like a huge fan of Mega Man, so I wonder if it's that X. I'm not rich enough. It's sad when you're not rich enough to get like a drink from a vending machine. I'm back. Oh, do you want to see all the themes? oh, come back when you're little. Okay, let's see where else I can go from here. And I know I didn't hit the right Morse note. I'm very sorry. Well, you had to turn off your surround sound effects? Oh. What is going on with this music? What if the game's music actually has some like binaural qualities and it's trying to affect your brains in unforeseen ways? Yeah, there is a phase effect to this. What if of a generation could hit that note on command? Yeah, I've said it before, but that stuff is like really deep in my spine. Alright, Forest House. Hello. Oh, even more themes. What is big hairy deal? It's orange. Little bit bright, this one. Let's do nightly build. One for the programmers. But yeah, we are finally free of the harpsichord. Okay, satisfying bench. Is this me on the screens? Garfield reference, okay. Well, one thing I don't know is Garfield, so I'm gonna miss every Garfield reference. It's me? Oh yeah, you could say it's me. Meh. Or, Like, if you add meh to something you call someone in Japanese, you can make it ruder. So like if you say, for example, kono idakamono me, it means you're a really dumb guy from the rural areas. You're a hick, essentially. And the me doesn't mean anything in it, it just makes it ruder. Hick as in like H-I-C-K. And yeah, I mean you. No, I don't. Not fan of this lighting after having played Omori. Yeah, it does feel like something bad is gonna happen. Yeah, Bumpkin, that's a good one too. Whoa, what is going on? Who were those? One of them stopped. Now he runs too. I'm not sure what this is implying. Yeah, I think I interrupted the move sequence. And this looks like an eye without the part that, you know, does anything. Okay, we're getting a bit of leakage. Yeah, I would know Ball. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a jump scare. There's more Balle's eyes. Oh, never mind, there's just a silly hand guy hiding here. Do not look at me. The chase is all on your head. But truth is stranger than fiction. And then he disappears. What an asshole. Truth is stranger than fiction. What could it mean? I'm pretty sure this is fiction. Erase himself because you could erase him. Yeah, that's also a defensive measure. Also, this is a cutscene that are also very rare in these games. Boss fight, maybe. Some things are not bad as they seem to. Very yes. You may as well leave. I won't hurt you. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the Humanity fan game where the battle screen pops up. What if you leave? I've got no option than leave. But that was esoteric. Maybe Yume took as a boss fight hiding somewhere, but I haven't seen it. It does have first-person dungeons. And platforming. Yep. It's me. It's something. Good self-image. Very on a healthy ground. I'm this far from Earth. This is lovely. I agree. Okay, we are in agreement. And he doesn't appear again. I think this is beautiful, both in visuals and, like, in the auditory side of things. I don't know about the olfactory side of things. Gongaga, hello duck. I never played the Gongaga game. Maybe I should someday. Oh, I think this might be the end of this area, because... Never mind. What do you mean? I mean I haven't played Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Did the color change like that last time? Can you use the erase on the mirror? Let us try. I want this music to play when I appear ominously behind someone and reveal tiny details about the story. Very specific, but very fitting. We made it on PC? Do you mean like, it's like, I don't know what they call it. Recompilation of the game? But there is also the official remake from Square Enix. That looks a little bit uncanny, with like higher resolution models on top of the old animations. Yeah, remastered. Yeah, there is remaster. I'm not sure what they changed in that. But then the graphics, and I've heard many people say that they prefer the original voice acting. Or like P-Nix, am I right, fellow video game haters? I think that's a company that deserves some amount of hate. Like, they are often a little bit of disappointment. But hey, recently they announced that they are investing a lot on NFTs. I haven't heard that in a while. I think this dream has come to an end. And maybe I should wake up. I'm loving the fact that there are no cones in this game. Like, so far this has felt kind of finished. And I guess this is supposed to be the finished version. I think it's time to, says man yet unconed. Yeah, I might still be coned in the future. But this is Doc's Day. Help. Docs is sad because owner Bob, oh no it's Bob, went to field. Docs is trying to go find owner Bob. Get owner Bob. Oh, here's Bob. At work I made a post on the intern channel asking how the 2021 NFT Facebook metaverse investments were going. Yeah, those are the hot ones. And here's dogs! Oh, it's it controls horribly. Yeah, I think Macroshift also made oh no, he's dead. Michaels of Bimbos. Try again. These cats look like so innocuous, but then they rip you apart. But I think Docs knows that he's gonna die. You can see it in his face. I don't think I want to play this anymore. Even the menu controls like badly, it's hard to explain. But also I think it's customary that Yumeniki minigames are like depressing. The man who has accepted that if he jumps he will die when he touches the ground. That's a pretty bad state to be in an RPG, not RPG, but platformer game. I guess any game. Okay, let's check out this fun-looking world. The game on screen was so light. I think it was enough, like, it was a little too far for that aesthetic, but not too much. I would say it's tasteful. Like, let's see how tasteful this world is. Funny noise. Okay, it's red and bassy here. Is the cat ripping his face off? Is that a thing? No, it says. Got to grasp? Yeah, that background looks a bit like that. Something hard to grasp. Okay, now we are having teeth eyes. This is I don't think I would say this is the same stuff as in .flow, but a little bit similar. There's a bootleg NES game where that's the game over screen. I think, now that you say it, I might have heard of it. What did I touch? Oh, now we're having rainbow hearts from that area. I think this is a Pokemon that gives Kid Caesars. Attack yourself. Which Unholy Demon Spirit are you? I'm past Unholy Demon Spirits. I need to see them again to compare myself. I think on different days I feel a bit like each of them. Anything going on here? Other than smoke coming from the ground and the stars and hearts? I was about to correct myself that it was Pikachu who did it, but I would say that's pretty common knowledge nowadays. I actually watched that episode when I was I rewatched the Pokemon like first season like a year ago. I got some kind of nostalgia that I wanted to satisfy. Yeah, like this looks nice, despite being so simple. The effect works, and I also like how the music like is discordant despite the pleasant looking area. Well, I haven't seen the English dub, and now I even watch it in Japanese to like pretend I'm learning something. But I do remember one joke from the Finnish dub, which is in the episode with Paras, you know, the mushroom Pokemon thing. And in that, somebody says, I think it's Ash who says it, like, paras, sinä olet paras. Because Paras, pronounced in Finnish, is paras, and the best in Finnish is also paras. So that's kind of a funny name in Finnish. I definitely did the effect for this, to turn small or something. I thought for a moment that I'm just not gonna explain it, but I didn't manage to calculate the value of that choice. Okay, let's go back to the blood demons. Which one do I feel like the most? The whole face? That's a good choice. Like, I feel like this sometimes when I like wake up, but not for much longer after that. There's somebody here though. Welcome to retinoblastoma world. That sounds like an actual disease, but it is nice that I'm getting welcomed. Yeah, Paras is a plain parasite, but I think Paras comes from the mushrooms. Like the mushrooms are parasitic on the Pokemon. I think this is this. Oh, I'm also gonna choose whole face this time. Ow! Name for this is a blast your eyes. Yeah, it does sound like that. Did I go here already? No, I didn't. Oh, now we find a nice wintry world. It's falling notes, just like the falling snow. During allergy season, I wake up with serious tooth eye. I think the luckiest thing I have in my life is that I don't have any allergies of any sort. So I can just enjoy spring when many people find it torturous. Next up. Oh, it's a vehicle of some sort. I think we are going to space. Retinoblastoma is a rare form of cancer that rapidly develops from the immature cells of retina, the light-detecting tissue of the eye. It is the most common primary malignant intraocular cancer in children, and 80% of retinoblastoma cases are first detected in those under 3 years old. Okay. Is that a story element? Is that the next reference? Not until we visit the Nextropolis. Yay, box. I can go flying without a broom. So, you just need to get through retinoblastoma to enjoy the fun flight in the sky. But yeah, this is one of the obligatory effects. I mean, events. I had the game as a kid called Fatty Bear's Fun Pack. I think that was the name of it. Which was kind of like those shitty activity packs released on PC back then. But it actually wasn't shitty at all. It was made by the same company who made the Fatty Bear point and click game. And also Pajama Sam and many others. And that activity pack had a game where you fly around in a circus, I think, and I think you collected balloons. And this reminds me of that. Fatty Bear's birthday surprise was a Hoot classic. I had a demo of it. And I wanted the full game, but Only one I could find in stores was Pajama Sam 2. And I really enjoyed it, and I think I learned a lot of English from it. Because I had to understand some things to get through the game. It didn't even have any text. And I managed to complete it without knowing that much English. But I've heard that it's apparently like one of the worst games they made. I think people consider like at least the worst Pajama Sam game, but I liked it. But yeah, they seem to have a lot of like really quality kids game stuff, which usually is not high quality. Okay, we're back. Like, I talk a lot about slop recently, but this place reminded me of another, like, more obscure video game buzzword, which is having a blast. I've heard it in some circles. Like, I'm playing this game and I'm having a blast. And it's sort of like a... I think the meaning, implication, is that... It's like you are ironically saying that you are like sort of forcing yourself to enjoy something. And in recent times, I've sort of seen it mutate in like I'm blasting. I don't think I'm getting the appeal of this across. Let's change the subject. Pajama Sam 2 has an Easter egg you have to enable in the console where he wipes his ass with his cape. Oh, that I didn't know. Think of something else when you say I'm blasting. I think that's supposed to be like a funny part of it. Yeah, but yeah, usually having a blast means that it's like a good thing, but you know, that's ironic. Really subtle. Okay, this area feels pretty surreal. Like, I promised I was not gonna say more about... Oh, let's focus on this instead of my drivel. Black and white, and she sat down. Bedroom with a huge hole. Okay. That's the vision we get. And then somebody hanged on a pole. Okay, and there's more violence. That the Crooked Man? Oh shit, I think it's pretty small to be the Crooked Man. Gone. Oh, and you wake up after that. Crooked Infant, yeah, that's what we got here. Okay, we're getting some bits of a story. I don't know what to make of it. I think somebody died. Maybe even 2 people died. Okay, let's see the next world. It's the hand place. All of these worlds have felt really purposeful so far, and have even like an ending event. So, despite the game looking on the surface like a very typical Humanity fan game, I think it is a little bit more designed than many of them. It's a little bit more structured. Rooms. It's like the dev is smurfing the whole time. What does smurfing mean in this case? Here's some brain dead blue rocks. I think this might be an Earthbound reference area as a whole. Inky Stew, it did sound like that. I would say it's harder to design a Humanity fan game where it's just wandering, but it feels In the games that don't really stand out that much, it feels extra aimless. It's a difficult balance to strike. Okay, what you got here? The note reads... the little girl named Meh. Everybody knows about Meh. She has no real name. Little girl named Me is on a maze. The girl named Me is a shut-in. Oh, we're learning all the facts. The girl named Me ate something that she shouldn't. Well, we are in the shroom world right now. The girl named Me erases critters. The girl named Me turns into a monster and scares the ghost. So that's a hint. The girl named Me smiles at other people's pain and sprained limbs. Me too. The girl named Me laughs at red paint that she spilled on the canvas. That's the art theme I was talking about. The girl named Me got back, like a big ass. The girl named Me couldn't save. I can save. The girl named Me wasn't there when he fell. The girl named Me didn't like her father or her mother. Oh, what a rebel. No one screamed. The girl named Me was sick as fuck. I would still say that the game I keep repeating, .flow is the Yumeniki but fucked up. This is fucked up in a more quirky way. More cutscenes. Oh, it's Mr. Hand from the dream. You see that pile of mass here? It used to be a man, it used to be a man, it used to be a man. And it is your fault. Why? Because you know why. You shut yourself down. You tried to forget all about it. I think the game is explaining a bit too much now. And I'm just accepting this form of English. It's from the future. The fact is, everything here is from your memories, your living, your data, as I say in technical terms. Yeah, I don't think this needs to be stated. Everything you do, every step you make, every effect or orb you collect, it affects everyone, both in this world and the real world. Yeah, it's going too far into like just explaining it outright. Kind of surprised, I have to say. You become nearer to the truth, but it may come with a price. The world you call real may be not the real world. Maybe this world is the real world. Yeah, now it feels like Yumeniki fanfiction. Which I guess all of these games are, but... Based of twist, it might be. Just think about that, me. Think about that. I will. And she just automatically leaves. Oh, is it the same cutscene again? No, you just peek in the room. I'm gonna play another game from the Creator Space Funeral soon for Easter egg likes. And any of the egg likes that you could suggest are very welcome, because it's gonna be Easter soon, and I will do one of those lovely streams again. What a nice view. A little bit strange scrolling, but still. And I'm probably gonna play Crypt Worlds also. That was suggested last year. Okay, I think I'm done here. I collected the orb, which will affect both the worlds. Yeah, Space Funeral is made by the same guy who made Anthology of the Killer. So he's also been a dev for a really long time. There is a rotten meal on this mailbox, but it doesn't smell bad. Okay, how good. I got the self-eating lollipop. He's a fucking tech old man. It's more like he made Space Funeral when he was like 15 or something. It seems hungry. Give it a lollipop. Okay, why not? Too big for him. It's edible as long as it doesn't smell bad. Yeah, that's a good rule to follow sometimes. It's really happy. Former frequent just got hit with spam offering medicines for euthanasia. Okay. I'm gonna erase his face too. I don't know to what end. There is a paper ripping itself. Each time it rips itself, it dies, and a new paper comes out of its corpse. I think this is definitely inspired by the trippy forest in Mother 3, where you get like, you know, gallons and gallons of blood are flowing out of the mailbox or something like that. Yeah, the erasing is weird. It's so, like, casual, but it feels slightly bad. Yeah, there is a part in Mother 3 where you are tripping out and you see weird mailboxes. This is, I would say, reference to that. There's a pig cutting himself in half with a knife. It's smiling while being surrounded by various meat products. I think this is from PETA. Earthbound 2. I'm fine with calling it that. You can't run. Plate. Oh, it was the shroom plate. I'm gonna check if there's anything else here, but I might be still missing something in the shroom world too. Oh, this is a teleporter. Not anybody who can be erased. Oh, and here's also a meh that I just destroyed. Like, a meh also means like a sprout in Japanese. So I would say these are here on purpose. Why else would they be here? Except for having a purpose. So these can't be entered. Just to suffer? Yeah, that's a good reason to exist. The neon colors are kind of striking on the black background. And I like how these guys die so silently. A bit surprised that for a game series called Mother, it is only the third game that mothers become important in the plot. I would say Mother is very important in 1 also. You know, the mother of Gyegwe. And I think it's like means like Mother Earth in all of those games, which makes Earthbound a very smart localization. Yeah, I would say that is like that is the main meaning. Should I stomp all the plants? I'm gonna do it anyway. This music is not loud. But it's nice. There's only gonna be desolate when I leave this place. I'm doing my exploratory bands and I'm not finding anything. I think like maybe the highest praise I can give this game is that I haven't really yearned for like an effect that speeds you up. The game is well paced enough that it doesn't even feel like you need it. Surely there's some kind of reward for apathetically killing the few remains of plant life in the area? Yeah, surely. Oh, there's still somebody here? I'm gonna leave soon, but I'm gonna do one more round. Whatever that means in infinite looping area. Oh, I find a lot to kill here. Yeah, like the pacing is something that you can't see in screenshots, but you feel when you play it. So I have to say I was kind of wondering, like, why do so many people recommend this as a Unity fan game? But now I know. It is the whole gameplay experience. When I was playing Castlevania recently, we discussed for a bit that have any like memorable or iconic video game characters been released in 2020s? And I think we came out kind of empty-handed with that one. But now that Sammy mentioned Anthology of the Killer, like for me, BB is kind of an iconic video game character from the 2020s. But I don't think it can be said that she's very well known. But I like both her personality and design. But not to destroy the pacing that I just praised, I think it's time to leave from here. If I can find the exits. Oh, there's plant. Still nothing. Oh, there's a denizen also. And I found the exit. At least I get some money, if nothing else from here. Oh, wait, this is not where I came in. Maybe this opened up when I stomped on all the plants. Hey, this looks like a murder cellar. Like what I'm getting out of the silly story right now is that the main character witnessed the murder and couldn't do anything about it because she's a hikikomori and she feels kind of bad about it. Maybe that's too simple, but... Whoa, okay. Oh, that's just a teleporter. With the latest Resident Evil game, would Leon Kennedy count as an iconic 2020s character? No, I think it needs to be a new character. I haven't played the whole game, but I think Grace seems like a pretty good character. Like, she's somebody who has a lot to learn. Oh, this is... Okay. Like, already, from what I played in the game, she has gotten much braver in the face of the horror. While Leon Kennedy can't really develop anywhere, he's much more like a cartoonish character. I hate this, and I think it's really cool design. If I'm reading the pixels right. Might be that I'm imagining here something that isn't here, but... I'm seeing bulging eyes and teeth to the right side of it. Yeah, that is the best way I can explain it. Yeah, I'm that meat pile. That's me. Oh, it was hidden here? In the deepest nightmares? Is this the sort of trauma? DLC media player? Something happens when you push it. Whoa. Okay, I still have 2 eyes. I'm still me. This one is a high stepper. Look at the funny walking animation. That's just what I am now. Can I do something else with the cone? It's a nice idea how it like dips to black. But you need to do it many times to make it. What's that? You can scare ghosts, right? Oh yeah, there's a hint that she turns into a monster and scares ghosts. Okay, I think it's doing the same thing again. But I don't know where the ghosts are. Oh wait, just outside this area there's ghosts. I need to do the unthinkable and erase the cone. I kinda don't want to use effects, right? I can just do it again if it's... Yeah, I was turned back to this. Let's try if I can erase it. And I know how to turn back into the creature, so... Just need to push this a couple of times. Maybe I'll even get the new form. Here we are. What was it about eye cancer? I think this might be a reference to that, because I think this creature has like a hospital gown on. So there is also like a disease aspect to this, which was really strong in .flow. And .flow kept the storytelling like completely worthless and really stylish. If I had to recommend one single Humanity fan game that isn't Tuki, I think it would be .flow. So, do the ghosts react any differently? They don't seem scared. If these even are ghosts. Or crates. Those give me a vision once. The soundscape is mildly alarming. Just in case, I'm trying not to touch them, so that they don't send me to any kind of EPJ. I feel like something bad is gonna happen to that one. Yeah. yeah, it's this is a creepy area. There's just some very light, like, white noise going on. I don't know what this is. Brooms? I think the silly music fits my silly character. Could this be a school or something? Mr. Stop. And you just get that when you check him out. There's a big satisfying bench. Oh, I lost my form! No! But yeah, where this game really shines is the... like, really stark moments that are achieved with really minimal effects. And usually with sound. And I just said in Discord that I haven't seen Humanity fan games experiment sound very much. I think this uses sound effects really well. Let's try to erase him. Nope. Nope, not possible. There's something a little bit here. Immediate fight or flight response from that. I didn't get quite that strong effect, but there is something like when your senses get disturbed like that, that feels bad. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Oh, that is going on here. Can you hear it? Like wind and a wet noise going on. Might be just rain. Okay, I try to enhance atmosphere by not saying anything. Here is the refrigerator and I think a void. Like to me this feels like a partly remembered house. And I have many of those in my brain. Like I still remember the general layout of many of my elementary school friends' houses. Because something in my brain like records room positions and like house blueprints. I think that same component makes me like doing like level design. Step onto the plate. What do you see as the plate? This one? And step onto it. There's once again like one different tile here. Okay, let's go see the Crooked Man on the attic. There's many different rooms here. Oh. That's the bad bed. I think this game does build a horror atmosphere really successfully. Like, if the game didn't have the sort of silly expository dialogue from the Handman, I think this would be like a really stylish game. That took the score a little bit lower for me. But area like this, it's like an orphanage or something. Like despite the simple graphics, it's really immersive. And I think that's why horror elements are useful for any genre. Because I think when like the game focuses on the atmosphere and tries to build something heavy, you get more immersed in the game. Did you hear the weird clapping noise in the last area soundtrack? I don't think so. Let's hear it. Every 10 or so seconds far to the right. Let's turn it a bit louder. Was that like a slap or something? Yeah, there is like some sort of slap. Like a fireplace crackling noise of sorts. Wait a couple. Yeah, it's like a crackling or a snap, I don't know. Table tennis? Could be that too. Oh, can't go anywhere from here? I was sure that this was gonna be a point. Never mind. I think I had tried it a couple of times. Now it's fully silent, like no sound at all. Do I go left or right? Whoa, they changed. I think something's happening, judging by how they changed all of a sudden. Okay, now they're getting murkier, like glitched out. And then there's a door. It's a good build-up, but let's see to what. A note. Hey. Implying. What's bad about having tinnitus is the silent moments hit it 200% less effectively. Guess so. I have very slight tinnitus from listening to music too loud. Do you know? It's quiet. I've seen by the street today. He went missing by hours of the night. Is it the day? Maybe. Heart missing. Chapter -1 is here. Huh? It's cold in here, Eraserhead. Huh? What? Like, I know that movie, but I don't know anything else Eraserhead refers to. Oh, I do have an erase in my hand right now. It always was. Where were you last time at? Hiding. Does it hurt when I put this in? Yes. But pain cleanses. It does matter to me. This is a very concerning discussion. I'm often on work. How about we cleanse everything? I think about this every now and then. Those people. Oh, not in this way. Are already doomed. Just clean them up. Everything is lost. From now on, there will be no more darkness. It's kind of dark. Like, after saying that. Just clean them up. By that, meet me again. Some people came and left. They united, separated, reproduced. Indeed. I'll get deeper. Fine. Some people call us crazy. Maybe. Maybe we are just... Because. Alright. I guess the people here got cleansed. Well, do I just walk all the way back now? I'm presuming that is... Same note again. And yeah, no interactions here. But they mentioned Eraserhead and cleansing. I'm thinking the cleansing and like deleting things might be more like deleting them from your mind in this game. Like if you could delete something you created, like in an artwork way. Like I can see that idea combining to like you can maybe delete it from your mind. Like trying to erase memories through art is, I think, what is going on here. Let's try left this time. There's also one Humanity fan game that has like some horror elements called Humanishi, which I've also heard some people recommend. It's also like a very classic fan game, an old one. Anybody played that? If Kabi-sama would be here, he would have played that. Alright, I think I explored this whole place. I think my favorite was these parts with the ambient sounds. Pretty good level. I need to stop soon, but let's see one more world. I got jump scare, but Twitch live stream notification popping on the right top. Yeah, I think that means that you were absorbed. Oh, new background. It's kinda themed after one of the areas. I want to play this again. It's not even a question. Like, if I'm gonna play this again. No save? I did save. I want to finish this one. So I'm gonna play a second session of this some other time. I'm gonna leave this door for next time and just explore this one. It's the Amoeba world. And what is this called? Trypophobia? I think this game was released before that was a popular topic. Oh, the iBlob brought me to the city. Thank you, iBlob. It's game really old. It was originally released in 2011. And then this version I'm playing was released in 2013, so it is kinda old. It is a very Yume core painting with the wonky eyes and... Well, that was just the way to the suburbs. A little bit depressing here. But the entrance was cool, yeah. This house is a little bit more stylish. Killing yourself doesn't solve any problems. Anata wa ikijou no onna no ko o mottemasen. You don't have the girl who is in the place you're going to. I don't know what that means exactly. Okay, here's a minimalistic bloodstream and ears. We switch from eyes to ears. Let's see if there's an earworm here. Like, this place has to have good music. And I don't think it disappoints. Here's the orbital brain. I like when the new instruments got to the music. But yeah, the spam you saw on the forum was really prophetic of the text on the wall. Ding ding. What a happy place. Very pink. Oh, one of these drawings that just stop all your brain waves. And they are used so sparingly. Like, if one appeared in every world... Oh, I think this fish was drawn there. If they like happened more frequently, they would lose the effect, but they are just infrequent enough that they stay really cool. Wonder if the meaning of the line, killing yourself doesn't solve any problems, in the sense that being dead is the biggest problem you'll ever have, so it's pointless, or that killing yourself doesn't solve any problems implies there's some sort of afterlife that's even more problematic. I think it's generic enough a phrase too. It can mean many different things. Because I would say that in some form, like, killing yourself does solve many problems. But it might not be like the it still doesn't make it the thing you would probably... It doesn't make it the only option, let's say. But you know what Mei-Ling says in Metal Gear Solid, the Chinese proverb, that it's better to die ugly than to live beautifully. Meaning that living is... I think Mei-Ling also explains that it means that living in any shape or form is better than being dead. Because, well, you can't do anything after that. And even if you are living a life that isn't so great, you can still do something with it. I think what mostly a human is doing during their life is just observing the world. And then, when the closing time comes, there's no coming back. So, better make good use of it. It's a silhouette. These guys look almost 3D. I like this drawing. I think it might be of the smug fish. I'm not finding much here. One more brain. Inserting can be one reason to kill oneself. This topic's a little bit heavy. I think as long as there's like any option left to have your life be tolerable, I think it's better to be alive than dead. Even if things are bad. Like, I think even in bad times things can be tolerable. I'm gonna start killing people soon if I don't find any passage. Oh, this is one of the backgrounds. The one I call the crab is drawn on the floor. I mean wall here. Oh, I mean not killing. I mean erasing people. Like, you know, kind of like... Oh, their faces turn a little bit different when you equip the eraser. These horrible fishes aren't any different though. These creatures probably appear somewhere. Okay, let's see if there's any entryways in this wall. One huge upside of Yume Tukki is that it's connected to the Yume Nikki wiki, or Yume Nikki Panic Games wiki, which means that you can check out maps at any time. But it has the downside of, like, at least for me, I become very easily dependent on the maps and guides, which takes me out of the game. I think the reason why I can get so immersed in this game, for example, is that there's no attempt of looking at the guide or a map. Because if this was Tukki, I would be already looking at the map. But also in Tukki, it's kinda like it's impossible to find everything in the game without any guides. So it's fair that they exist in that one. Interactive walls that have spray paint on them. I've tried many times, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Could be, of course, that I'm missing an effect. Like for example, this could be a place for uneven effects. And one thing that says to me that only scratched the surface of this game is that, well, I only found one effect. Yeah, like some of the secrets in Yumetuki are very, very obscure. And also the game is so huge that it's impossible to remember where you have been if you don't like write a diary, like it's literal dream diary about your explorations. And Yumetuki, like played on YNO, Yumeneki Online, also keeps a record of where you've been. And that is also one way it makes it more possible to find everything. But yeah, some of the secrets in Yumetuki can be like literally standing on a specific tile in a huge map for a certain amount of time. I'm not finding anything here. I don't want to end the stream tonight on me being lost like this. I haven't gotten stuck in any world like this so far. I want to show one more cool thing before I stop. In the stream? Yeah, I won't end it if I don't find anything. But I also have lectures tomorrow, which means I should get to sleep at some point. I love kinks as this fall. I don't after this world. Erase the brain. Oh, it just brings you back here. I'm gonna leave anyway. Had enough of that place. She doesn't need cool or radical. I can't think of anything cool or radical to say right now, I'm sorry. Ear to ear. Oh, these are taking ear to ear to some different level. Are they enjoying it? Or are they just doing it out of habit? My ears are doing algebra class. What about this one? Oh, tiled floor. That's kind of like my house. You tried the black hole? I think I came from the black hole, but let me make sure. When I was studying, wait, it's entirely different now. What the hell? It's even a huge arrow. You don't often see arrows in these games. When we were studying algebra last time, I was taking a course on a horrible thing called linear algebra. And, oh, there's a mini-me. There was a mini-me. It's back! Can I catch it? Can I erase it? I really like it too. That's how I show my love. Anyway, I thought about learning about things like tensors didn't lead to anything. But now, they are used to make AI stuff possible, so it is actually used for something. Anyway, here's Tremedama. What if I stomped on you? It depends if I survive. I know what you're thinking. I won't condone it, but I won't endorse it. You know, you do mean stomping people? Oh, he meant lighting yourself on fire. Oh shit, we get a drawing here, and a photo too. There she goes. This is pretty fresh. Okay, I think that is the perfect way to end the stream tonight. Yep, that is nice. This is a pretty special one. I can't wait to. I can't believe it took me this long to play this. And next weird trip is gonna be more of this, and hopefully it's gonna stay as cool. Oh, that wasn't really cool. That was more like the opposite of it, the previous event. But yeah, that is meh for now. It definitely wasn't meh. It's pretty cool, like I said. And the game features red eyes a lot. So for the ending picture, I chose Phainopepla, which is a bird that has pretty cool looking red eyes. And maybe an even cooler crest on its head. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll continue this soon enough. And I'll also play Yumetuki once again in the near future. And maybe I can fit the AGDG stream there somewhere. Yumetuki fan can rival Muma Rope. Yeah, I was thinking, is this really rivaling Muma Rope? I think I need to see the whole game. If it stays as well paced and full of surprises, I think it can be a good rival. But yeah, thank you once more. Good night. Bye bye.